be straight honest in this video because I've been a victim of these so-called friendships that we tend to make on earth. I even call it earth because I am so scared of these friendships. I've been a victim so many times, and if I tell you these tips and it doesn't work for you, then you've been through worse than I have been, because I've been through so much pain. Oh my god, I feel like I shouldn't have made any friend at all. But it turned out great. It turned out great. I came to find good people because I used very good tips. I used very good information to how I can find friends, because usually you just find yourself in a friendship, you don't even know how it started, like because you're found in the same area, because you go to the same school, because you go to the same church, and you just find that someone is like your friend or something like that. So in this video I'll be explaining to you guys what techniques, basics that I used to find legit and good friends. So thumbs up to everyone that's my friend now. I know that is my secret. I don't need to tell anyone so that they can boost their ego and go to the other side of the lake where people who are not my friends are found. So if you're someone who's just trying to look for good people, you know, like you just trying to have 100% friend, if you're a Christian, I can advise you to go to Jesus because he's the only one that's perfect. Let me tell you, even the people that are found to be my friends, yo, sometimes they'll get on your nerve. The only one that can be your true friend is Jesus Christ. But there's still some people that you can call your friends on earth, because as we all know, no one is perfect. So here are the basics to make earthly friends. You know, people on earth that are your friends, apart from spiritual friendship with God. So number one is identifying the type of person that you want to be friends with. How is this person? Okay, so the funny thing about friends is that you can actually determine how this person is by being with other people. Okay, so I'll give a scenario. You maybe if you go to the same church or the same school after service or after lunch, let me give school. So you are having lunch, and then notice what happens when one person leaves. When you are talking and one person leaves, if the person you want to be friends is going to start talking about that person, be 100% sure that that person is going to talk about you when you leave, when you're amongst a group of people. Okay, so this is one thing about finding friends. If you have someone who always likes to talk about other people when they leave, you know, when somebody leaves and they like leave a comment, be sure they'll talk about you as well. Okay, they'll talk about you as well. A person that likes to comment on things like anyhow, that's why in this video I'm going to warn you. I might be talking about you. You might be the toxic friend in a relationship. You just don't want to like be the victim and say, oh no, yes, I'm the one that is a bad friend here, and it's either I leave my friends to have their peace, or I fix my behavior and have good friends. Because some people are really good, and the problem is yourself. You are too biased. You're too, I don't know. You're just too there. You just want everyone to like see you, to know that it's you who's there. Yeah, so something like that. Okay, I use this technique to find people that I can call friends, because there's no way you can have a comment about everyone when they leave. Why can't you tell them when they are there? So if they are there and you can't tell them things and they leave, that is when you have the energy to talk about them. It means even you who wants to befriend that person, you're going to be talked about, and it doesn't feel nice to have someone, your friends, talking behind your back. It's like they're a chameleon. When you're with them, you share the same color. When they change environment, they have another color. You get, yeah. So number two is going to be, I'll use this saying, birds of the same feathers flock together. Okay, so if you're going to find a friend, to avoid calling people toxic people, make sure you find someone who's got the same colors as you. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I know a lot of people are going to be like, no, we're going to create a lot of toxic friendships and stuff like that. You have to find somebody that builds you. Otherwise, even the person that builds you is going to view you as a toxic person. If you people have got different colors, if you people have got different attitudes, different behavior, make sure you find someone who's got the same attitude as you towards things. If you are the type of people that like to talk about people when they leave, then find someone who does as you do. Exactly. I'm not even going to tell myself as, no, I'm not an expert. I'm an expert in these things because I've had so many failed friendships, not relationships. I'm talking about friendships. And the funny thing is it comes from not identifying who this person is because of familiarity, because you're familiar with this person, because you go to the same church, because you go to the same school, because you go to the same marketplace, and now you live in the same area. So it's like you're just familiar with each other and you found yourselves to be friends. Let me tell you, it's better you're a bad person than to have, it's better they view you as a bad person than to have somebody be your friend who's constantly putting toxicity in your life. Amen. Amen. Let me tell you something. Jesus is the only one that can be your true friend. I am going to emphasize this point. But let's go to the earthly friends, to the people that can be your friends. Yeah. So that's number two. Okay, don't just make friends because you go to the same church or things like that. Just seem busy. When I want to come close to you, seem to say, okay, this person likes to talk about, okay, let me give an example, right? You're not the type of person that likes to go to clubs or drink alcohol and things like that. And the person who you go to the same school, university, or high school with does those things, and people are just like different people. Just give them distance. Even if you go, like, just give them distance. Just like there's a way you give distance to someone. They just need to say, okay, now sometimes you might be the wrong person, okay? Like, you might just be the one that's not fitting into a friendship and you view others as toxic, but they are not toxic. This is one of the relations that I've had, okay? It's not everyone that's around you that's toxic. Sometimes it's because you people have got different interests, and because you came from a place of being familiar with each other, it seems like they are toxic because you can't leave them. You can't leave them because you knew each other out of familiarity. Oh my god. Ish. I hope you guys are getting this point because I'm trying to emphasize this as much as possible. And that's like the center of how everyone makes friends, because you came from the same place, the same house, and now this is your friend. Let me tell you, a friend is someone that um especially best friends. Now the third point is for especially best friends. If you want to have a best friend I'll tell you is someone that you can do things with, talk to, and honestly you don't feel judged, you don't feel condemned, you don't feel insecure, you don't feel unsafe. And Jesus Christ is the only one that can be your best friend. But let's make these earthly friends, right? How can you, you know, let me tell you, the thing with these earthly friends is that even when you do say something, at some point something will slip. Okay, maybe it's not that important, but it will slip. It will slip through. Other people will know. Yeah. But let us talk. Let us see how we can accommodate each other. Yeah. Let us see how we can accommodate each other. So, before you call someone your best friend, make sure you have boundaries. Say if you do this, you've defiled our relationship, our friendship. Make sure you're also on the same page with this person. For example, you want to start a business, right? You want to do something to do with finance and things like that. Make sure your best friend is also doing something productive, because at some point you people are not going to have something to talk about, and the person who's not doing anything is going to be viewed like, these things are automatic. It's like when your friends advance or when the people around you advance, you also have to look for a way to advance. You get, yeah, like this is one thing that I've noticed. You also have to look for a way to be like on the same page as this person. Otherwise, that friendship will never work out. Let me tell you this from a place of honesty. Let me tell you this. Okay, let me give an example here. So this once I was called to go for a certain training. Okay, so this training exposed me to a lot of people. Okay, a lot of people. Some are celebrities, some are like educated people, some are people in the working sector. And then I find myself interacting with these people more, and my mindset starts to change. Okay. I don't want to talk about K drama anymore, like I've got different interests. So those people who are not like on the same level as me, it's like we've got nothing to talk about now. And that's just like how life is. Unfortunately, that's what I found out. The more you grow, the more you shed off some skin. The more you grow, the more you shed off some people. Because you keep on advancing. You find that that person who was your best friend from 6th grade, you find that they want to do something to do with which sectors are different. They want to do something to do with medicine, and you want to do something to do with teaching, maybe, like different things. You want to do different things. When somebody brings up Panadol, you want to talk about biology. You want, no, not biology, you want to talk about physics. Like those things are just different. So as you grow, and if you want to keep some people in your life, make sure you try by all means to accommodate, to find a common thing that your people like all of you like. Okay, because like I said, K drama, it would be me encouraging people to say, oh, it would be me explaining, oh, this is what I watched, this is what, and it's interesting. You explain to your friends, and it is interesting, and that is the only common thing that you people had. You get, so now that your interest has changed and it's like way different, your friends don't want to talk about whatever you're doing. And now it's like you've got nothing to talk about. They're no longer your friends. You can't really hold a 5-minute conversation. Things turn boring. Some friends you need to shut off, as I was saying. But for some people, you just need to have a friend. So this is another point. Make friends and have different interests. Don't just like football and these people are your friends because you can talk about football and things like that. Make sure you can talk about football. Make sure you can talk about work. Make sure you can talk about food. Make sure you can talk about so many different things when you're with these people. You understand? As I would say this again. Sometimes it's not that the person next to you is toxic. Sometimes it's just because you people have got different interests. Okay? Another thing that I found out is personally, I like social media. I like to do with, investing, finances. I love those things. I love, social media, how you can make money on social media, how you can interact with people on social media. And then you have this friend who's not even on social media. They don't even like it. They always despise it and things like that. And then you see that from your point of interest, like from the thing that you like, I like phones and this person doesn't. Like, and this is something that they do 90% of the time, and that's hating phones is what they do 90% of the time. You can't be friends with someone like that. You people are always going to have something to argue about because your interests are different. Okay, so as you're making friends, make sure your interests, earthly friends, make sure your interests are at least this is the landing mark that I'm putting. This is like the common point that I'm putting. Make sure you have something in common. This is the point that I wanted to like bring out. Make sure you have something in common, and this something must be not just common, but it's something that you like very much. 80% of your time is consumed by this thing, and make sure that the next person likes this thing 80% of the time. Another thing is spirituality or religion. Let me talk about this again because I also had an issue with this. So I meet a friend, right? A very good friend. This person is a very good friend. But you understand that 60% of the time I am with my Bible, right? And this person, 60% of the time, I don't know what the other religion does, but this person had another religion. At first I didn't know. So until at some point, this is very, very important. I hope you guys are paying attention. Okay. I said, we're having a conversation, and I said, in the name of Jesus Christ, be blessed. You know, when you're just trying to bless your friend and things like that. And this person was like, what the hell? Like, what do you mean? What? This is when I saw the other part of this person. Okay, I didn't know the religion. I was just talking to this person. I could tell them things about me, and I feel accommodated. I feel like, okay, this person is not going to tell another person. And it was like that, but because we had different religions, okay, he didn't respect that I was a Christian. He thought I was as his religion, okay. It was chaos. I just had to block this person, and up to today, I don't know where they are. I don't know what they're doing, and it's very difficult. So I'm warning you. These are warning signs. Before you make anyone your friend, ask them, are you a Christian? Oh, how's your relationship with God? Because some people are lukewarm Christians, you know. I'm not saying some people. I think I'll say most of us are like lukewarm. There's nothing like lukewarm. Most of us were bad, were for the devil most of the time. No, I'm for God. I'm for God because I don't decide to live in sin. Whenever I do something wrong, I make sure I try to talk to my God. Yeah. So a lot of people are lukewarm. Okay. A lot of people are lukewarm, and you think they put Bible verses on their profile, and you think, oh, you know what, this person is great, this person is my friend. No, they're not. Okay, they are not. They've got different, they're just portraying themselves as Christians so that people can see. But if you're like me, who's like, even deep down you want to live a Christian life, a straightforward life, then you might as well be aware. And it's very difficult to tell. Let me tell you the truth. It's very difficult to tell, to say, okay, this person is not a Christian at all. This person is just portraying themselves as this. They are not. I thought it's too much about Christianity, but I know that you guys know what I mean by this. Yeah. Last point in this video I'm going to be giving is to make sure you have friends that you can talk to their family as well, so that you know where this person is coming from and you understand. Because I came across a person, and it's like their family is chaos, okay? Their family is chaos, and because everything around them is disturbed, they want to disturb your life. It's like they want to suck on what you have, okay? They have things and they want to suck on what you have, okay? They're not happy for you. Let me just put it straight. They're not happy for you. When you do something, they're not happy for you. They are never happy for you, actually. When you do something, they smile. After some time, they're going to be like, didn't you do this? Didn't you do this? And just now you're saying you did this. Congratulations, like, I'm happy for you, you know. And you're like, no, this person is not genuinely happy because they come from a disturbed place, okay? It's not that they willingly want to do this. They come from a disturbed place. So if you want, you can accommodate such people. Otherwise, leave, because that's a whole new topic now. That's a whole new place. That's like something new that you have to start building now. You have to build now all those disturbed pieces. You have to like put them together to fix this person, and it's not your business to fix anyone, okay? It's not your business to fix anyone, so don't try to do it. Otherwise, guys, I really enjoyed talking to you. I really enjoyed this video. If you watch this video to the end, make sure you subscribe, make sure you leave a comment, make sure you request for part 2 if you want part 2. Literally, but this is my experience with friends, and these are some of the points that I got to learn. If you learned something, give us a thumbs up. Bye.